Hi guys, Old Man Victor here. Welcome to my channel. Today is the 1st of January 2023. May this be a very successful year for you guys, and may all your plans come to fruition that you have planned for this new year. Right, let's get started. Today I'm going to do or to show you guys how I made that 360 video. For those that are interested, you can follow along. First off, you guys, hopefully all of you have got Unreal Engine Epic Games Launcher. So if you don't have it, download it. I worked in Unreal Engine 5.1. We're getting the results that I have at this stage. I did not try it in the previous versions. I don't see the need to at this stage. I'm just playing around. And if you got the Epic Games Launcher and you've got your Unreal Engine 5 and you go to the marketplace, I'm just going to show you. I used this rural Australian pack that was free on the marketplace a while back. I do not know if it's still free, but you guys can have a look at that. So it's easy, you just download it and then you add to project if you started your project. I already opened my project here, and I'll show you guys just now how I got started. Okay, first off, I cannot take the credit for what I've done here. Like I said in my description on my channel, I learn as I go, and I'm not somebody for a lot of reading, so I also follow videos and see what's going on. The video I've been following, or the channel I've been following is this OffWorld, and they are also the guys that created this camera, and this is the video that gave all the information of how to set up this camera. For downloading, you can, on this video's description, there's a link to follow to go to download the OffWorld camera 360 camera. It's not only a 360 camera, there's also a normal camera. It's more for streaming purposes, but I'm trying to create videos with the same camera. If you get to this page, it's a live streaming toolkit. You click on what version of Unreal Engine you're using, and then you can do the free download. If I understand it correctly, this is only a limited time that you can use it. After that, you'll be getting a watermark within your video footage. If you want to have it lifetime free, I've seen on the page somewhere, I think it's $150. There's the pricing overview there, and then you can see what is the licenses and whatever you need if you want to take this further. At this stage, I'm not going to purchase it. I'm just playing around, and yeah, it is. It's a live stream toolkit, 100 per machine, a 360-degree camera. I think it's a very excellent camera. At this stage, I was looking for something like this, and I could not find any other thing online that can do this that I wanted to do. That's $150 per machine, and if I understand it correctly, then it's lifetime. You've got a lifetime license, and as upgrades and updates and stuff come out, you also eligible for that. So yeah, from here, if you've got that downloaded and you've got your Epic Games downloaded and you've got your Unreal Engine downloaded, then we can get started. I already launched my scene here and we'll work from there. Alright, let's get going. Yeah, this is not a tutorial on installing Epic Games and Unreal Engine. This video is just going to show what steps I did to get the result on a 360 video that I did. If you guys need or want a step-by-step tutorial on installing Epic's launcher and getting Epic Games running and adding packs to a scene or something that you've been busy with, then I will do it. Just leave in the comments ask and I will do a longer video. So let's get in. So first off, you'll launch your Unreal Engine 5.1 and then if you've got your asset pack there, you in your Unreal Engine you create your project, give it a name, whatever, and from there you just say add to project and this will pop up and you can add it to that project. While you're busy inside that project, you can add stuff and it will be added. So I'm already inside here on my Unreal. I've added the project and the only thing, I went to the landscapes and maps, and inside the map I use this rural example number 1. The idea is to put the camera on this road and have it run down this road for a distance. Right, if you downloaded that 360 OffWorld, the first you have to do is go and edit, get your plugins, and then you search for the OffWorld. You tick it. When you tick this, you have to restart the project so the plugin will take effect. After you've done the plugin, you will get this window here. OffWorld live stream. You choose your L360 camera. I use media output and I shall put my name for the live stream name and create. Not want to create the other one, and the camera we will see is in here, but remember to click pause rendering. It is easier to navigate with that off. If we put it on, the navigation starts to become very jerky and sticky. Okay, so there's the camera. I've placed it there in that road. If you can position your screen where you want the camera to start, it's much easier, because when you enable this, the camera is spawned right there where you are. Okay, I've created a folder here for 360 territorial. Inside that folder we're going to create the stuff that we are going to work with. And the other thing also other plugin we must do is movie render queue. You must enable that plugin as well. Okay, that's the plugins. Now we can get started, because we have to create a few widgets and stuff. If you look here down underneath the camera, there's a L media output capture as well. Its rendering target is that name that you gave in the beginning when you started the wizard. Your 360 cam will only give you one camera's view at this stage. It's not giving all the camera's views, it's only the one front camera. Now this camera, you can move it around and you see instantly there with the render what's happening there. And if you double click on this, then you'll get all 6 cameras views. And what I found, it's this projection type, the equirectangular, is actually a better render type than the square one. Let's just do this quickly, get it there to render a bit, and now it looks better. This is the image that I'm going to go out in sequence, because you have to use sequencer. At this stage I can't find any video that I can stream directly out and record to turn over to a 360 video. This must go out on sequencer. And to do the render, you can click up here, add level sequencer, and you can put the sequencer in any file that you made or you wanted in specifically. I'm going to put it in this file that I created for this tutorial, and there's 11 sequencer. And at this stage, the easy way to get the camera in is just find the camera up here and drag it inside. I don't like this view, that's why I eject. I want to see the camera and what's happening in here. So there's your sequence, and you can run the sequence. At this stage nothing will happen because you didn't put in any key points. So the easiest way is, I'm doing this from the top down. There's the camera. Bring this to the start point, otherwise it jumps around. At the start point, and transform, add a sequence there, and at the end point bring it over here. Then you can take the camera, move it along up to where you want to take the video, and put another keyframe there. And now if you play this, you'll see here, you can open up this one. It's not rendering at this stage. You put render there, and then you open this one and you click play. You'll see it go down the path like you put it on. Let's pause rendering to get a bit of the power back. And from here we'll be going out with use the movie render queue, and you just click there. It opens up this screen for you guys, and unsaved configurations. Inside here we're going to add UI renderer. We'll create a widget in a little while to work through this UI renderer to get this 360 sequence out. And then in the output settings, output directory, that is where you would like to output your sequences. You see there's all the sequences I did. I'm going to make a new folder here. Our sequence. Open this and select folder for save. The other thing is to make sure that this resolution and this resolution are the same. Otherwise you're going to run into problems. I've seen myself the best resolution. It's 2K 3840 by 2160. Okay, and then also use custom frame rate. At this stage I've went up to 60 frames a second. I still have to try some more. Of course, less than 60 frames a second with all the sequencing you're going to do, and maybe slow the video down a bit, you're going to get a jitter in your video. So I found 60 frames a second will be the best for the settings I'm going to do later on. So save that. Okay, leave that set up now, because now we have to create some materials to work with to get this image out in the correct way. If you just do it like this now, you won't be able to create a 360 video. It will only give you 180 degrees, and this is how we're going to do this now. First off, we must create a material, and let's call this 360 output underscore material. And in this material, just double click and open it. Just bring this down, because we're going to need this other thing just now. We click on this output material 360, and this we must make a user interface. On blend mode will be user interface, and then we just drag that inside. Just find that one, and drag that inside here, and connect that up, and there we've created the material. Apply and save. And now we have to move this there, move here, so that we have it inside here. See, this is what has been created when you started the OffWorld 360 cam. Then we will create a editor utility widget, and we can rename this one 360 render widget. This widget is going to work with this UI that we set up here, this UI render. So let's double click on that. Select canvas and hit delete. We do not need the canvas. We click on the 360 render widget and we drag in an image and drop it on top of that. And then on the image, click on the image. On the brush, the image we want to do there, you can just use this 360 image material that we've just created. So just click on that and then you hit that arrow there and it's used here. Compile and save. Let's drag this here to the side. You see this image is going to be overlaid over the screen for the export of the sequenced photographs that they're going to send out. And now you can see on the widget also you've got the image there. And now we have to go to the level blueprint to give the instructions for that widget to be overlaid over the images that we're going to export. So first off is a event begin play that we're going to need. From that we drag off a sequence, only sequence. From here we drag and create widget, and in this widget we select our 360 render widget. From here we do a add to viewport and we just connect the blue to the blue, compile and save. And yeah, that is all the setup we're going to need at this stage. Now we have to do the renders. Okay, now from here, make sure that this movie render queue is select, open it up, unsaved configurations, make sure the UI renderer is in the output directory, your resolution, make sure that the resolution is the same as where's the camera, make sure that this resolution is exactly the same. Set your frame rate, make sure you happy with your frame rate, and then it is accept. Now, before we do the render local, we must remember to uncheck pause rendering. Otherwise, it's going to only render one photo over and over. So it's unpause the render here and render local. Now this image will pop up, and this is going to do a total frames 300 frames, and it's going to take a while because of the high resolution. So after this has been running, I'll see you guys in a bit later then, after this has run its course, and we see what we do from there. Here I want to show you guys just what is happening with the rendering on the system. 23 gigabytes of RAM I used at this stage. Runs at 91%, sometimes it goes a bit up. The GPU runs up and down there, 71, sometimes 80. And then the processor. So this rendering is taking a bit out of the machine. So I think with the lower spec machines, maybe you'll get a crash here, or it's going to take a real long time. At this stage we are running 2 minutes in, and estimated time remaining 21 minutes plus minus. Alright guys, we are back, and the render is finished. Close this and pause the rendering to get some more juice again, because now we are going to move over to sequencing these photos. Let's just see how the photos are looking. Let's go into the territorial file here that we did, and they look nice. Now we are going over to Premiere Pro. I use Premiere Pro because I do not have any other software at this stage that can do sequencing. Let's get that up and running. File, new project. I'm just going to name this territorial underscore sequence. Do this and this where I've done the previous ones. Okay. Sorry about the phone, I've just put it on silent now. Import media to start. Right click, import. You go and find your file where you've done the sequence, and with this tutorial, control all, select all, open as import. Then here we must do sort by name to make sure they fall into the right sequence, and then again speed duration, bring that down to 1 second, so it shows only one photo for 1 second. Then I click one, and then I just select all again, the new sequence from clip. Sometimes you get a stutter and you must just import them again to new sequence to clip. And let's see. There's a bit of a stutter there, but I think it's the... Okay, we do it like that. Then it's File, Export, Media. Here I do it on the H264 preset, VR monoscopic matched sequence. Okay, now just select the file to output to. I'm not going to change the name. Yes. And everything else, use maximum render quality and export. This takes quite fast, so just go up here. And by the way, guys, sorry about the chickens and the dogs and whatever. We are living in a rural area, so it's got a bit of everything here: dogs and birds and chickens. Okay, and that's out. And this one was and there you've got your 360 video. There you go, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and share the video if you want to. Big shout out to Boti for his video that guided me to be doing this, what I've just done. And the guys of OffWorld Live. Thanks, guys. Great job with the 360 cam. I'm very impressed. I love working with it. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one.